Right then, we're back for the final 6. 7 through to 12. I'll get the post up. I don't know if anybody's already watching. And if you are, then wow. Right, it is live now. 100%. Copy that. We'll get it on Facebook. Top 6 then, here, the top 5 that qualified in the last finals that we just watched, step 2 effectively, and then this now is the one that decides who is the winner and who are the losers. 7 through to 12. We've adjusted the cameras a little bit so you can see them. Get this post up, hopefully get a few more people watching it. Trevor, I need to apologise to you. I got your surname wrong about 6 or 7 times on the stream. Why? For some reason you was the lead singer of Queen. Yeah. No, he was you know the guy that does it now, that Lambert. Yeah. For some reason I kept saying that. I think it's because I was watching that Starstruck last night. He's on that, isn't he? Yes. I'm pretty certain I did. Oh yeah, of course I did. Of course I did. See you later, mate. Huh? We're through 3 frames then. At the moment, Robert Bruce still perfect. He's only gone 2 frames though on that one. This game right in front of us. Alan Kedder, 9 spare, 8 spare, and a double. Keeping it clean. That's what I see him over the line in this. Five pins handicap again for Alan, don't forget. It's Gary Barlow. Bowsing gets a strike on lane 7. That's 2 on that lane. 2 spares on the other one. And some will say he's a one-lane bowler. Go over to the other camera then in a second once we watch Alan Keddy's shot on 7. It's a 6 count. So then the camera that shows us a little bit more on the other side, zoomed in a little bit for your convenience so you can see lanes 11 and 12 a little bit better. Lane 9 then Cliff Duke. Oh, gets the 9 and oh my god, Robert Bruce with a wobble of the 10 pin, but he don't want to fall over. I think that's as close as what you'll get to that pin falling over there. unless you're Yola in what was the singles the other day in the EYC, and how that pin jumped out the gutter and went back up. Unlucky. You see Colin Gross there, get the strike. Cliff Duke getting the spare then. Oh, love it. Take that quote's coming out now from Selwyn. Gary says, take that. See then, Colin Gross leaving the 10 pin. That purple hammer. The ball that the seniors all seem to hate. And to be honest, it's not just the seniors either. In some cases. Robert Bruce, can he bounce back from leaving the 10 pin? Falls over this time. No doubt in that one. Cliff Dew then, what can he do? Is he going to fall with a messenger? Taps it, but the table had come down to stopping that 7 pin from falling over. 7-10 left from Angie, she picks up the one. As Colin Gross goes and gets the spare on lane 12 then. And Cliff Duke pick up his. Yep. Easy as you like for Clifton. Robert Bruce goes and gets another strike. The two on that pair, both of them with 0 handicap. Robert Bruce and Colin Gross. Colin, who qualified in top spot with a massive 1470. That was scratch as well. 1450, sorry, not 1470. What am I talking about? See Angie Brown getting that flick out the gutter, getting the strike. Colin Gross then going for that single pin, picks it up nicely. You see Cliff Duke. 10 pin finally fell over for him. It looked like it was going to stay up for a second. But yeah, goes down nicely. If you're watching at home, get on them comments. Let us know who you're supporting, who is your money on. Come on, let us know. Let us know. So 10 pin stays up off camera from Gary Barlow. They're getting close towards the end, so we'll switch to that camera very soon. Watch this shot then from Colin Gross on lane 12. Asking a lot of it. Oh, is that a 5 pin leave? It's a 5 pin leave. And you know what that means. Hands up. Oh, Cliff Dew again. Another one where pin just falls down last minute. And he knows it as well. Fist pumps, smiles. They're the ones that you kind of enjoy a little bit more. Right, 5-pin then. Can he spare it? Hands up. Ooh. No pints will be awarded. And then we'll go over to the other camera, watch the ending of this pair's game. As you can see there, Alan Keddy went and shot an iron. Gary Barlow then with a strike in his 9th, sets it up for the 10th frame. 10 pins, a game handicap for Gary. So he's effectively currently on 168 on a strike. So it could easily be a hell of a lot more. Cliff Drew on the pair of lanes at the side, then 9. That's a nicer strike from Cliff. It's a turkey for him. Gary Barlow then, first shot of the 10th. Leaves that 7 pin on 7. Alan Keddy here with a nice strike from the Scot. Starts off the 10th frame nicely. Then Gary Barlow picks up the spare. I know I've said this joke before, but you've got to say his sparing is absolutely fantastic. Alan Keddy, even that 10 pin unlucky again. It's the pocket. He's got to that point in the day where the lane's burnt up a little bit and the carry just seems to not be there. Oh, that 7 pin hasn't fell over. It literally was about to fall over. Table stopped it. On Gary Barlow, he finishes with a 187. Add his 10 handicap on, so that's a 197 then from Gary. As Alan Keddy's gone and put that in the ditch, going for the 10 pin. He finishes up with a 201. Add his 5 pins, 206 then. So as it stands at the moment, effectively, Alan is leading. Go over to the other camera because these are the cameras that are in action. Angie Brown here on 9. Strike there for Angie in the 9th. And we'll get scores written down so we can keep a bit of a score tally chart type thing or something. I don't know what you want to call it. 187 from Gary. We had 10 pins, 197 like we just said. Alan Keddy 206. Colin Gross going for this. 2 pins taken out by Colin. Spares up to start his 10th frame, and it looks like he's going on the hunt for another ball. Robert Bruce getting a strike to finish off his game. Finishes. Is that 236, Jack? 236 for Robert then. Colin Gross then with a different ball in hand. Can't make out what it is because it's all black. Just think about Gary Barlow solving and what his phrase is. In all fairness, I've got a croaky voice from the footy yesterday. And Jerome getting the spare start off of the 10th frame. Cliff Dew, he did the same. 2:14 for Colin. Again, another person without any bonus. As it lies, currently lying second, but then obviously we've got Cliff Dew and Angie yet to finish. Strike there for Cliff. Means he'll finish with a 2:16. And add his 5 on, so it's a 2:21 for Cliff. Puts him into second place behind Robert Bruce. And then Angie Brown finishes up with a strike herself, a 195. She's got 25 pins handicap to be added on, so that makes it a 220. So then after game 1, you've got Robert Bruce in the lead, 236. In second place, Cliff Dew, 221. Angie Brown in third, 220. Colin Gross in fourth, 214. Alan Keddy, 206. And Gary Barlow finishes in sixth place with a 197. That's after one game. Obviously 2 more games to go. Moving lanes now. Right, how do you fill the gap when they're crossing lanes? God only knows, eh? These seniors, you know, when it's 8 o'clock, it's near enough bedtime for them. Let alone having to bowl another 2 games. Oh, Jack Smith there just saying to us, you don't, when you get older, you savour every moment. You don't rush it like you youngsters. Fair enough. Fair point. Right then, it looks like Robert Bruce is going to be first to bowl, so we'll go to this camera behind 7 and 8 then. Robert into the pocket, leaves the 10 pin. Alan Keddy on 10 starts off with a strike. Oh, camera's gone off. Which probably means the other one's on its way, so we'll sort that one out in a second. But Colin Grossen starting off, new ball in hand, gets the mix, gets the carry, and that'll be a strike to start for him. And he needs a few more of them, given he's got no handicap to be added on to have a chance of winning this thing. Cliff Dew down on the 5 end, right? A shot. He's starting off with a strike. And it's an open for Angie. Strike. Just put in the comments. If you're not reading the comments section, it is quite funny and you want to get on it, get in the chat. Get involved. Salvin's just put bedtime for the seniors at this time. We party harder than you youngsters. What? Party playing Scrabble? Robert Bruce then. Going a little bit wider with that one. Nicely back into the pocket. And he comes back from leaving the 10 pin to get a strike on 7. What can Colin Groves do? Can he make it a double here on 8? Oh. It looked like it was going to be a split for a second then, but then both pins fell over, makes it a double. And the carry's coming. That change of ball looks to have seen him doing well. From my look in here, that could potentially be the Oso Camo that he's got in his hand. It is a dart ball as it is. No, it's a storm ball, so it's not Oso Camo. I genuinely do not have a clue what ball he's throwing. It's pretty obvious what Robert Bruce is throwing. The colour's purple, and the lanes are a little bit toasty. That's all you need to know. And saying that, I've just seen it come back on the ball return. The colour is purple, but it's definitely not purple ammo. 10 pin left then from Colin. Well, why this camera's glitching? It's a bit weird. Gary Barlow then on lane 9. Oh, the messenger come flying over but didn't take out the 10 pin. I think that's as close as what you'll get. Gary Barlow is currently sat P6. Has already opened in this game and he needs to start shutting them out if he wants to be in contention going into that final third game. I'm talking about shutting them out. It's a spare from Colin. It didn't sound nice that at all. Talking said it did not sound good, and I definitely agree with him. It didn't sound good at all. What's happened to the ball? This is great viewing. I'm intrigued to know what's happened to that ball. Robert Bruce though. Turkey off the back. That 9 spare to start. Changed his angle a little bit, went a little bit wider compared to his first shot. And that is coming back nicely into the pocket now. Spare there from Alan. He went Turkey to start. Leaves the 10 pin. It seems to be a story of many people's games so far. We'll cross over to the other camera then while Colin Gross messes about with his thumb. There's Jew opening up on his 4th frame there. Some would say for a left-hander it's one of the it's an easier spare than it is for a right-hander, definitely. That sounded a little bit better from Colin as he went for that 10 pin. Alan Keddy then. What can he do here? On lane 10. Strikes again. That 7 pin fell over a bit late though. Still on for that 279. Robert Bruce. Still on for this 290. Left the shot. Justin shot. Second hammer goes back into the pocket nicely. Not much revs on that. I imagine he's got a fairly flat hand on that one. Cliff Dew there then. Striking after... Oh no, he's not. He's after 7 pin. Awkward to see from this angle. I was saying just before the stream started to Stuart England, this power play, if it was just a foot longer, we'd be laughing. But it is real nice viewing, to be fair, from up here. And I've got to say, with the cameras up here, yeah, a great view, and you get a nice little bit of reaction from the bowlers as well, instead of literally just being the shot. Cliff Dew missing the single pin, and that could come back to bite him. Just 2 opens in this game, and he's what was P3 going into this one, 221. But it is anyone's game. He's really close at this moment in time. Angie Brown on that lane with Cliff Dew. She opened at the first. I think she might have opened in the last frame from her. She gets a strike there though. Oh, as Gary Barlow leaves the 7 pin. And God knows how that stayed up there with a mixture of the pins. Oh, great church left from Robert Bruce there then. On 8, just seeing it left a shot, just about. Keddy here on 10. Lovely strike from him, and he's going along well, still on for a 279. Here's Allen. Just that 10 pin in the 4th frame that's going to let him down here. There's a perfect shot in all fairness. The 10 pin just stayed up. Back over then to that other camera. You've got 4 high scoring pairs of lanes. Because in all fairness, 11 and 12. Both are struggling a little bit over there. Colin Grossen here on 9. Oh, strike again from him. See you later, mate. Four strikes on the bounce. Yeah, for Colin. Oh, he was never out of it, in all fairness. He was never out of it, in all fairness. Jack, he just said he's coming back into it. I said he was never out of it, in all fairness.
You know, he's gone for the final.
And there's another game to go, yeah. Robert Bruce leaving that 10 pin after leaving the Greek church. The shot before. Robert Bruce going into this game. Was leading it. Single pins being missed is the thing that's letting Cliff Dew down in this one. Yeah, he did. You bowled all right. A few good games, in all fairness. A few good games, in all fairness to you, Steve.
Trying to get back.
Spare there from Robert Bruce. I'm listening to you, just trying to do commentary at the same time.
Taking notice now where before.
Gary Barlow picking up the spare on 10. I don't understand Selwyn's lingo at sometimes in this comment. Boom shakalaka and mint sauce. Alan Gross getting the mix. Oh, he thought he had it, but the 8 pin stays up. He's seen the senior movements at the match, trying to loosen up the joints. Alan Keddy goes and gets another strike. Still on for that 279. He's looking for this push. He's looking to win this thing. 10 pin left from Robert Bruce then. Over on the far side of this camera angle. Cliff Dew leaving another 7 pin as Gary Barlow goes and gets a strike in the 9th. Colin picks up his spare in the 9th as well. 4.11 from him as it stands. Obviously, with a spare to be added on in the 9th. Basically, he's on 4.21 as it stands even. Robert Bruce then picking up that spare. And you've got to say, that spare ball is pretty nice. If I do say so myself, seeing as though it is in my arsenal. And it had to be, being a man from Manchester, seeing as though it's the B collection. Huh? This one? Yeah, just double check bonuses and stuff like that when I'm doing them. Yeah, we'll do, definitely will. Colin Groves then on 8. Oh, the 8-pin stays up again for him. Changed his ball to get the carry. And getting the carry a little bit on this game. And now the 8-pin won't fall for him. It's a funny old game. So insane, you have to be a psychiatrist to understand his sense of humour. Pretty spot on there, Selwyn, to be honest with you, mate. Robert Bruce gets the strike to start the 10th frame off. 4.36 on the cards for him at the moment. His partner on the lines. 4.30 and Alan Kedde. He's still on for that 2.79 scratch. Colin Groves picks up his spare then. Oh, Robert asking a little bit too much of that. Oh, then gets the 6 count. His second shot in this 10th frame. Alan Kedde on the hooks, getting the 2.79, 2.78 from Alan, but a cracking game. And you can see why he won the ISBT late last year. $4.89 Alan's on at the moment. $4.50 for Colin. Robert Bruce picks up the spare, he's on 4.56. 6 pins ahead of Colin. But he now finds himself in second place as it stands. We'll go over to that other camera, catch the end of lanes 11 and 12. Kind of relying on what Jack can see for the scores. Yeah. Definitely is, mate. Definitely is. Seven pin picked up this time from Cliff Dew, and he will finish with 170. Is that 170 from Cliff? 170 from Cliff, so 175 with his handicap added on to that 221. That's a 396 from him. Drops him right down pecking order. Does that one. $191 from Andrew. Andrew finishes up with a 191 then. Plus a 25 handicap a game. Yes, 25 handicap a game. That's a 216 from Angie, added on to 220 from the game before. So that's a 436 so far from her. So then, oh, what did Gary Barlow have? 206. That's scratched that, innit? 206. Yeah. So 216 added on to his 197 from before. 413 then for Gary so far. The battery's running out on one of the cameras. I'll have to go over and change it in a second. But we'll give you the score updates quickly here. So then, in first place at the moment is Alan Keddy, 33 pins ahead of Robert Bruce with a 456. Then you've got Colin Gross with a 450. Then in fourth place is Angie Brown with a 436. Gary Barlow 413 and Cliff Dew 396 then. Cliff's got a massive task and I don't think it's going to happen unless there's a miracle, in all fairness. And both cameras now need batteries changing, so this is fun. It just be the tape once I finish. Alright. No problem. Right then, back up and running. Cameras have been changed. Batteries and cameras have been changed anyway. Come starting off with a strike. Starts off with a double now then. Cliff Dew leaving the 6 pin. Can he spare it up? It's a bit more of his pride for Cliff now to finish off. Gary Barlow's opened in his first. And Alan Keddy's got 9 spare 6. As we see then, Robert Bruce getting a strike in his second frame. And if Colin gets this, them 6 pins that Robert Bruce was ahead have been clawed back. Huh? What wasn't funny? What did I say? Oh. Oh, Robert Bruce then making it a double. Colin Gross managed to make it a turkey to start. He's wanting this now, you can see. Angie Brown goes and makes it a spare in her second frame. It's a strike, 7 spare for her. was what, 63 pins off the lead. But obviously Angie's got 25 pin bonus. Oh, and the 10 pin stays up for Colin. Perfectly put into the pocket. And somehow that 10 pin just stands up and laughs in his face. Robert Bruce gets the strike, makes it a turkey. And he's still on for that infamous 290. Perfectly taken 10 pin from Colin. Right then, can Robert Bruce make it 4 on the bounce? Oh, 5 pin's been left up. Hands are in the air. Angie Brown there leaving the 10 pin after putting the ball in the pocket. With Stu with the strike and the 10 pin stands up again from Colin, and he cannot get that carry. And boo, as Robert Bruce picks up at 5 pin. Huh? What did you say then? Well, no, because she's got 20. She got 20. That 25 bonus. That. Well, she's 60. She was 63 off it, and then when you take away a 25, she's only 38 off.
That's what I say, 3 or 4 in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's 3 definites in it, and she could get into it. The other 2 are out.
We'll go over to the other camera. Oh, Cliff's definitely out of it.
Cliff
And Gary, yeah. 10 pin taken then from Colin. Gary Barlow, then see what he can do on 11. Oh, gets the knockover. Oh, definitely, mate. You got the handicap set up perfectly, that's why. In all fairness. Alan Keddy then on 12. Gets the strike now, the camera's back on him. Still clean though. He's been getting them spares. I think it comes down. Well, it comes down to 4 in all fairness. Andrew Brown, Colin Gross, Robert Bruce, and Alan Kedder. And it is literally a flip of a coin for who wins this. If Colin or Robert can get the carry, your money's probably going to be on them too, but at the moment they're not getting the carry. There's another 10 pin stands up for Colin, and that grin just says it all in all fairness. Angie Brown picks a single pin off camera. Try and keep you updated on her score while we're on this camera. As well, that's Robert Bruce then going for the 7 pin, misses it! Now, as that put Robert Bruce out of contention, no bonus for him. Keddy still in with a shout. He had the 30-pin buffer, don't forget, going into this one. Leaves the 6-pin, does Alan. Rock of the arm for Colin. Alex, is it? Going for the 10-pin, and it's perfectly picked up. Couldn't get much better than that if you tried. Alan then picks up his single pin as well there. Over on lane 11. Robert Bruce then, can he bounce back from missing that single 7-pin? Oh, as Robert Bruce gets the strike, bounces back. What has police, ambulance or fire brigade got to do with this? Because I mean, honestly, he's in a world of his own. Piece of tape being put in the front for Colin, as you can see there. Bottom of your shot, Alan Keddy then. On 12. Gets the strike. Just cannot double. And Alan, 3 strikes on the bounce on 12. 3 single pins on the bounce. Well, more than that. 4 single pins on the bounce on 11. Gary Barlow picks up the 2 that he's left on the right. Nice spare from him. Sadly, he is out of contention for the win. Obviously, if he's higher up on spots, he's going to end up with more money. As that 10-pin finally falls over for Colin. That piece of tape obviously did him well. Right then, 2 frames left. Robert Bruce, 583. Colin Groves, 587. As Alan Keddy now has gone and got a double, and that is a massive shot. As was said, to the right of me from Jack Smith, 614. And a 30-pin buffer. He's got 5-pin bonus as well on top of Colin Gross and Robert Bruce. And she's going to make it turkey there on 8. Colin Gross then. Oh, through the nose. And you can pretty much count him out now. Yep. Counted out down to 3. But if Alan Keddy here strikes out, it is down to 2. It'll be between him and Angie Brown to win to tour stop 1 here at Bromber Bowl. Oh, and he's left a split. Literally nobody wants to win this. It'd be interesting if Colin Groves spares this here. Has he still got that slim chance? Not when you put it there, Colin. Anthony far side. Got that split to contend with. Can he spare it up? Takes the 2. He finishes up then with... What's he got there? 190. So let's say 195 when he put his handicap on. What did he have before? 489. So that means he's on 684 then through the 3 games. And that's the score to beat so far. As Robert Bruce leaves a 7-pin. And now that 7-pin has stayed up is anybody's guess. Watch Gary Barlow's last shot then for this 10 pin, and we'll switch back over to the other camera as we watch the 10 frames conclude. Angie Brown, realistically, the one that's got the contention to challenge Alan Kedder. What did Gary have then? $189? $189 then for Gary had his 10 pins on, makes it $195. And what did he have before? 413. He finishes with a 6-0, 608. Cliff Dew looking to finish off well then. Yeah, on lane 7, 6 on the bounce, no 5 on the bounce, sorry. Angie Brown. Yep. 6 spare in the ninth. Can she strike out? Looks nice. It is nice. That's a strike from her. Spare for Colin. 632 for Robert Bruce. Strikes out. Now, is that 632 including that 9 spare or not? I don't think it is. So he's technically on 642. If he strikes out, that's another 40 pins on top of that. So that's a 682. And you get beat by 2 pins. So he's definitely out of it. Angie Brown leaves the 10 pin. She's on 5-8. She needed the strike to win it. Alright. Angie's on 195. 205. 214. He gets beat by 2. Yeah. Yeah, just work that one out. Everybody's giving him the handshakes. They think it's all over. It is now. $258 for Cliff then to finish up. He finishes with $659 with bonuses. Bumps him up the order a little bit. That $258 though, in all fairness. More money, as they would say. Angie Brown $215 plus a 25 makes it $240. $240 added onto 436. 676. She's not got enough. She finishes second at this moment in time. Robert Bruce looking to strike out. Is he going to get beat by 2 pins? It's them taps that we're probably playing with his head. He was probably. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. If he'd have took that, well, 4 pins now. But if he'd have took that 7 pin miss, he'd have had it. He'd have definitely have took this one. 224 then to finish for Robert Bruce. That means he finishes with a 680. Colin then finishes with a 9. Means he will finish with a 662. Right then, your final scores. You've got in 6th place Gary Barlow with a 608. Then in 5th place Cliff Dew with a 659. Then in 4th place is Colin Gross with a 662. Then in 3rd place is Angie Brown with a 676. Then it goes to Robert Bruce with a 680 and Alan Kedder with a 684 wins it then. And that is it for this, the first stop of the Resdev Tour. The next one, I believe, is at Barnsley. Coming, when's the next stop? 28th of May at Barnsley is the next stop. We'll be coming to you live for that one. I'm Riding the Ditch. Make sure you're getting on YouTube, subscribing, liking, ringing that bell, and you'll know when we're live. Live next week, ESBT. The Saturday will be live on Facebook, and then the Sunday will be a full YouTube commentary as well, because I'm bowling on the Saturday, so you'll have me all day for the commentary. The joys, eh? Anyway, until then, it is a goodbye and a congratulations to the EYC bowlers, as always. Dan Harding with the 2 medals, and everybody else getting them team medals is what you love to see. Anyway, till then.